evening. You are watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. Ali Al-Hajjar and Bassem Furat won Sultan Qaboos Award for Culture, Arts and Literature in its 8th edition in the fields of Arab art and travel literature. Sultan Qaboos University Hospital succeeds in conducting a surgical operation for the replacement of leg bone. And the second annual meeting of their Excellencies, the Undersecretaries, and their counterparts discusses the latest developments in the digital transformation in public sector. Those were the headlines. Now for the news in detail. Ali Ibrahim Ali Al-Hajjar from Egypt won the Sultan Qaboos Award for Culture, Arts and Literature in its 8th edition in the field of Arab art. Bassem Muhammad Furat from Iraq won the award for travel literature, while the award in the field of social studies in the culture branch was withheld with the participating works did not meet some of the criteria of the award. This came when His Excellency Habib bin Muhammad al-Riyami, Secretary General of Sultan Qaboos Higher Center for Culture and Science, announced the winners of the award. A medical team from Sultan Qaboos University Hospital had succeeded in conducting a surgical operation for the replacement of leg bone for 18-year-old female patient. New achievement in bone surgery. The operation is categorized the 6th globally. Its uniqueness lies on the fact that it was conducted through 3-dimension printing technology. The patient was suffering from bone cancer. The disease was discovered 2 years ago. Earlier, she received chemical therapy and she recovered, which posed a challenge for the medical team headed by an Omani consultant. The medical team succeeded in replacing the leg bone with a mixture of artificial substances, implanting it inside the leg of the patient and stimulating it with bone marrow to grow naturally. The second annual meeting of their Excellencies, the Undersecretaries of the Ministries and their counterpart, was organized by the Institute of Public Administration. During the meeting, the participants discussed the latest studies in digital transformation at the public sector. The meeting also focused on supporting employees in the work environment to be creative and innovative. It's worth mentioning that the Sultanate is keen towards digital transformation, as it is considered one of the main supporters of the strategic sectors, as well as one of the main factors to develop and improve services. The activities of the annual meeting were presided over by His Excellency Sheikh Khalid bin Omar Al Marhoun, Minister of Civil Service. With the participation of over 300 participants in the fields of information and communication technology, the Oman Telecommunication Company concluded the activities of the 3rd Annual Conference for Information and Communication Technology. The conference discussed digital transformation, successful experiences of Omantel in the 5G network technology, Internet of Things, and cloud computing. Omantel Incubator for Business, Small and Medium-Sized Enterprises, Big Data and Autonomous Vehicle. The conference discussed a number of topics related to expansion of networks and information system security. The conference also provides an opportunity for information and communication technology experts to discuss means of using modern and digital techniques in order to support the digital transformation in the Sultanate, which will contribute in the uplifting the productivity. Still to come on News Bulletin. Nazwa College of Applied Sciences organizes its annual event Nazwa Design Days 2019. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. Oman Aviation Services has opened Majan Hall at Muscat International Airport. The hall has a modern design and includes a number of outstanding facilities rendered to travelers. Here's a report.
In line with the operational strategy and in pursuit of providing high-quality services to travelers, Oman Aviation Services has opened Majan Hall at Muscat International Airport. The hall is the perfect complement to the rich services at Muscat International Airport, which embodies the concept of comfort for passengers as well as the facilities provided by modern and attractive design. Majan Hall extends over an area of 80,000 square meters and can accommodate approximately 300 passengers around the clock. Chief Executive Officer of Oman Aviation Services stated that this is a new addition to Muscat International Airport in providing outstanding facilities for passengers as they were keen to raise the levels of service in all the facilities. The interior space of Majan is designed as private quiet rooms, family spaces and children's playrooms equipped with benches and screens displaying flight information, reading lights, personal electrical outlets and electronic devices, as well as the availability of an area with television screens connected to live broadcast via satellite. Majan Hall also has meeting rooms with facilities to recharge phones and internet access offices, as well as a relaxing space for travelers inspired by Hawiyat Najm in the Sultanate's Sharqiya region.
The Sultanate participated in the 13th session of the General Assembly of the Arab Organization of Supreme Audit Institutions in Doha, Qatar. The meeting was presided over by His Excellency Sheikh Abdullah bin Nasser bin Khalifa Al Thani, the Qatari Prime Minister and the Minister of Interior. The meeting reviewed the support mechanisms as well as exchange of experiences and knowledge within the field. The Sultanate's delegation was headed by His Excellency Sheikh Nasser bin Hilal Al Ma'wali, Chairman of the State Financial and Administrative Audit Institution. To discuss various aspects of the Gulf entrepreneurship system, Reata organized a meeting of the Gulf entrepreneurs. More detail in the following report by Abdullah bin Ahmed Al-Rubi'i.
In conjunction with the meeting of the GCC Trade Cooperation Committee to hold a meeting between the Ministers of Commerce and Industry of the Gulf Cooperation Council and a group of entrepreneurs, the General Authority for the Development of Small and Medium Enterprises, Reata, organized the meeting of Gulf entrepreneurs and supporters of the entrepreneurship sector.
We hope those initiatives to be considered, and we believe that they will boost the trade between the GCC countries.
The meeting included the implementation of a brainstorming session in the presence of entrepreneurs and supporters of the entrepreneurship, which is represented by the government and funding agencies, incubators and business centers in the GCC countries, with the number of participants reached more than 60 participants to discuss various aspects of the Gulf entrepreneurship system and to draw the most important initiatives to promote the environment of entrepreneurship, Gulf business and joint initiatives to support entrepreneurs in the Gulf.
We gathered here today in Muscat with entrepreneurs from all the GCC countries to discuss the challenges facing entrepreneurs in the GCC countries. We hope by the end of this day, after discussing all the challenges, to propose initiatives to their Excellencies, the Ministries of Commerce in the GCC countries.
Having these kinds of conferences and meetings are a step in the right direction. I mean, for us entrepreneurs to be able to meet with the decision makers, to be able to discuss our issues and collectively try to find solution together is, I believe, one of the things that will give us hope and tools to execute our visions and to be able to achieve the goals that we aspire to acquire. I think it's an excellent gesture from the decision makers, and I believe if we continue to move in that direction, we'll be able to achieve everything that we aspire to do.
The meeting also included a visit of a number of small and medium enterprises, namely the Innovation Factory, which won the Entrepreneurship Award as the best small enterprises, and the National Foundation for Dairy Products. Abdullah bin Ahmed al-Rubi'i, Sultanate of Oman Television, Muscat.
Lieutenant General Ahmed bin Harith al-Nabhani, Chief of Staff of Sultan's Armed Forces, received today Major General Rupert Jones, British Standing Joint Force Commander. The two sides exchanged viewpoints and discussed several military matters of common concern. Major General Salim bin Salam Pathan, Commandant of the National Defense College, received Major General Commandant Andrew Rue. During the meeting, they both exchanged viewpoints and discussed several academic matters. On the sidelines of the meeting, he visited the college's academic facilities as well as its educational, training, and electronic systems. The 24th Asian Harmonization Working Party, hosted by the Sultanate, represented by the Ministry of Health, Directorate of General of Pharmaceutical Affairs, held a session. More details in the following report by Abdullah bin Ahmed al-Rubi'i.
The 24th Asian Harmonization Working Party continued its annual meeting sessions with experts from the medical device regulatory authorities and the medical device industry, with participation from the member states, where they have discussed latest updates, challenges and opportunities on the medical device regulations and associated developments through various rounds of presentations, panel discussions, one-to-one meetings and closed-door sessions to explore new developments in network.
The huge gathering helps us with exchange experience and expertise between different countries and different regulators and manufacturers or companies, and this helps improves the standards and the quality of the product for the benefit of the patient at the end, and this is our end goal for all of us as industry and regulators.
AHWP is a very great opportunity or platform for both of the industry and also the health authority to work together in making improvement towards the medical device sector.
Having this AHWP yearly is actually good for all of us, especially for industry, because we can learn and also listen to the discussions they have between the regulators as well as the industry. So it's really a good platform for all of us.
A global regulatory convergence is crucial for the evolution of sound global medical device innovations and facilitating their access to the market, which will allow patients and users to have earlier benefits from new technologies in medical diagnosis and treatment, as well as managing the risks associated with the new technologies to assure safety and compliance with global standards and requirements of medical devices. Abdullah bin Ahmed al-Rubi'i, Sultanate of Oman Television, Muscat.
The Public Authority for Radio and Television, BART, inaugurated its slogan "قابوس حسن المكرمات" to coincide with the celebration of the 49th Glorious National Day. BART has taken the brand from Al-Azi poem, which was delivered in the Heritage Year during the country's celebrations of the 24th Glorious National Day in 1994 in the Wilayat of Nazwa. The inauguration of the logo comes within the framework of BART's pursuit in keeping pace with the national occasions and holidays with creative designs in line with its media mission. Nizwa College of Applied Sciences organized its annual event Nizwa Design Days 2019. It included an exhibition showcasing artworks for students of the design program and workshops to enhance students' artistic knowledge. Our reporter Salih bin Khalfan al-Rahbi has more details in the following report.
To raise awareness about the importance of design in life and foster greater links with the community, the design department at Nizwa College of Applied Sciences launched Nizwa Design Days 2019.
The main aim of Nizwa Design Days is to encourage students to develop their standards for artwork by criticizing their own work and choosing the best examples to be presented in the exhibition. We also aim to develop their knowledge and skills by providing workshops and lectures from people who are outside of the Nizwa community, the college community, and providing their workshops that enhance their knowledge in design and art field.
A number of workshops and lectures were held targeting the multimedia, interior and graphic design students. The themes focused on architecture, design field market, drawing, entrepreneurship and virtual reality world.
I think it's nice to hear from different entities, their experiences and how maybe it would help students as well and what to look forward to. Since it is the month of National Day, I wanted them to be able to create and tell a story of what it means to be living in Oman. What does Oman represent to you? What does it mean to be an Omani lady, for instance? And how can you put this into a nice story of an artwork?
I learned how to criticize my work and my friends' work, also to choose the best work to show it in the exhibition. Also, I learned how to express my ideas into paintings.
The week-long activities also included an exhibition showcasing students' design and artworks and a number of graduation projects reflecting students' capabilities in the three fields of the design program. Nizwa Design Days is an important platform where students gain hands-on experiences on different disciplines of design, which help them unleash their artistic potentials. Salih bin Khalfan al-Rahbi, Nizwa College of Applied Sciences, Al-Dakhiliya, Governorate.
Representatives of the GCC standardization concluded their preparatory meeting today. More details in the following report.
With the aim of unifying standards and technical regulations, the preparatory meeting of the GCC Gulf Standardization Organization concluded its meeting today with the representative of the national standardization bodies of the GCC who have discussed various areas related to standardization, including organization budget that is due to be presented to the GCC Commerce Ministers in their meeting here in Muscat tomorrow.
This gathering today is the meeting for the preparation committees of the national standards bodies of GCC.
The mission of GSO is to assist the states of the Cooperation Council for the Arab States of the Gulf to achieve the objectives set forth in its charter and in the GCC Economic Agreement by unifying the various standardization activities and following up implementation and compliance with the same in cooperation and coordination with the standardization bodies in the member states to develop the production and service sectors, foster the intra-GCC trade, protect the consumer environment and the public health, and enhance the GCC economy and its competitiveness and meet the requirements of the Gulf Custom Union and the Gulf Common Market.
This is the Sultanate of Oman television. Before we end tonight's news bulletin, here are the main points once again. Ali Al-Hajjar and Bassem Furat win Sultan Qaboos Award for Culture, Arts and Literature in its 8th edition in the fields of Arab art and travel literature. Sultan Qaboos University Hospital succeeds in conducting a surgical operation for the replacement of leg bone. And the second annual meeting of their Excellencies, the Undersecretaries and their counterparts, discusses the latest developments in the digital transformation in public sector. With that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here at the newsroom and the studios, thank you for watching and have a good night.